Well, hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Today we have a very different type of video for my channel. Today I am going to be getting hair extensions for the very first time, and I'm going to be taking you with me. So I am just getting ready to go and I'm just finishing up my makeup, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit before we go to my appointment. So hair extensions are something I've kind of wanted to try for a really long time. I don't typically get into things that are too high maintenance. You know, makeup and skincare is one thing, but I never go for lash extensions, self-tan, clothes that need to be dry cleaned. You know, I don't do things that require a lot of maintenance. But I have, like I said, been interested in hair extensions for a long time, just because I feel like my hair was always quite long and thick when I was younger, and then at some point it kind of changed. I have a lot of it though, which is nice. So I do still have a lot of volume, but I'm looking forward to trying out the extensions, having a little extra length and volume for a little while, seeing how I like it. So like I said, it's something I've wanted to try for a while, but not something I necessarily thought I would ever actually do, just because it's very expensive. I have no idea how much I'm going to love it, things like that. But this did come about because Michaela, who is my incredibly talented hairstylist, whenever I go to see her to do my hair, she is always doing so many different things. She does a lot with social media. She's into hair education now as well, not necessarily on social media, but I believe with a certain brand. She is just an absolute expert at what she does. And she and I have been kind of talking about filming a collaboration for quite some time. So we thought it would be perfect to just get together and both of us create content. She's going to be creating content for her contest submission. I'm going to be creating for YouTube, and we're going to film the whole process, show you what we're doing, the color, the extensions, everything like that. I'll show you what it looks like afterward. I just thought it'd be a lot of fun. And I'm just going in with this new Kosas lipstick. I can't tell if it's going to be too bright for this look, but I got this in the most recent Sephora favorites kit and I really like this. So like I said, I don't normally film this type of content. I'm not a vlog channel. I probably never will be. Never say never, but I probably never will be. But I decided that hair is definitely very connected to beauty, so I thought it would be fun to take you along with this, especially because this is a brand new experience for me. I'm very excited and I definitely want to share the process. So the makeup is now done and let's head to my appointment. Okay, so I am here with Michaela. She is my hair genius. She's been doing my hair for a lot of years now.
Oh my goodness, how long? It's gotta be minimum 8 years.
At least.
I think I was just starting out in the area.
I think so.
I think we're like the two newbies that kind of just like introduced ourselves to each other, and it was like, it happened.
Yeah, Michaela is amazing. I initially met her, she was really into blondes, and since then you've developed so many more skills. So, do you want to tell us about that?
Well, I've been a hairstylist for about 17 plus years now. Wow, I made myself sound really old on that right there. But yeah, I've been a stylist for many years. I'm known for my blondes, aka the blonde guru, I guess, in our area.
That's the truth.
And then, yeah, pretty much from there on, I just created colors, barbering. I just wanted to get my hands onto everything. I think it's one of those fields that you can get so creative in, and it's art.
Yes.
A lot of expression, so I was excited to just get my hands on everything and anything, learn along the way, push myself to be better. For those that really know me, I'm very competitive, but more or less I'm very competitive with myself, saying like, oh my god, critique everything that you do. How do I get better? How do I perfect this? What's the next step to take it to that next level?
Yes.
So those are definitely things that I kind of bring into daily life with me along the way. And then I really wanted to get into hair extensions. It was something that I was so passionate about, but my schedule didn't allow it, so it kind of sucked. Anyways, fast forward a few years after having my son, I said, that's it, I'm going solo, and I was able to really cater to what a lot of my stylists wanted. So then I just really started to focus more on the extensions, and it has grown significantly since then.
It has. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you are booked like months and months in advance.
I'm very lucky for that. I have such a loyal clientele. A lot of referrals, unfortunately, that I can't take, but I'm doing my best to try and cater to as many new and upcoming, clients. you know, and that being said, I also took on the role as a brand educator for Schwarzkopf Professionals. So that was definitely a big highlight of my career. I think it's one of those things. That was my Stanley Cup with hairdressing. So when I found out I got the job, it was definitely a dream come true.
Yes. So well deserved too. I always say that you're like the hair genius. You're the only person I trust my hair more than I trust myself.
We've been through everything and anything with this beautiful head of hair of yours.
It's true. And she's the only one who would allow me to make changes. So I think when I first came to you, I had just started getting blonde highlights. And I was, you know, very timid. But since then, I've let you chop it. I've let you go very blonde.
You let you grow out your bangs. Remember I pushed you to grow the bangs out?
You did. I still try to talk her into it from time to time, cutting them for me, and she's like, Christy, you're gonna come back in a month and be like, these pieces are really in my face. And it's true, she's absolutely right. And
wait, what? We got that on camera?
I can still cut it out. But even then, she got me to go red. And in baby steps, albeit, but she got me to go red, and now we're going for extensions. So I'm very excited. I have to say one thing that I really love about you, obviously, you're incredibly talented, you're incredibly good at what you do. You have an amazing personality, you're easy to talk to, but one of my favorite things is the way you get to know your clients, and you kind of learn their personalities, what they're comfortable with, and you're able to sort of customize the experience. And I think that is such an absolute necessity when going for a hairstylist, because like with me, I've always been so timid. I like what I like and my hair doesn't change. My hair was the same length and cut for like 11 years, and then I met Michaela and she's like, how about we just change this and change this, and it took like a lot of years. I'm now getting extensions and red hair without bangs.
Those baby steps led to like bigger and greater things, and
Absolutely.
We're going for like the ultimate transformation today.
Absolutely. So we're gonna see how that works today.
I'm excited for it. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
All right, so I work very closely with Bellamy Hair Extensions. I've done a lot of advanced training with them in the last, last 4 or 5 years with them.
Yeah.
They've definitely offered a lot of new and improved techniques, products as well. They just recently launched their hair care line. I kind of went on a limb and chose some colors that I thought would look very rich,
Yes.
very expressive,
Yes.
very you.
I'm so excited.
With fall coming, the trends this year are going to be lots of coppers, lots of reds.
Love it.
And I know you like your blonde, so I really had to incorporate some blonde in there
Love
for
it.
you. So I chose 2 colors for you.
Okay.
So I chose the dark maple brown.
That's beautiful.
Super rich.
Is that kind of what we went with last time?
Yes, but I'm gonna feel like this is a little bit deeper.
Okay.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. So today is the big day. You're kind of like giving me carte blanche to do my thing.
I do.
All
I
right.
trust you.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with your color first. I have an idea of what I want to do for you, and then after I will install your extensions. Do you have any questions or concerns before we begin?
No concerns. You were saying it was really important to, like, especially for red hair, to no hot showers, which makes me sad. No wet
I
towels.
mean, you can have a hot shower, just don't run your hair underneath it.
Okay, not on hair wash days. And same with the extensions, that just preserves their life, right?
Yeah, so you gotta think of it as, okay, I always joke around because I grew up around motorsports. And the biggest thing that my dad taught me was, okay, if you're gonna start doing altercations for higher performance, to gain something, you're gonna lose something.
Right.
Same thing with hair.
Sure.
So we're adding length. We're gonna lose the option of being able to like keep things low maintenance,
Fair enough.
right?
Yes.
I know it's a sick way of like how I look at things, but I mean,
No, it's accurate though.
different concepts, and I can do that with like sports. You know, I'm getting into sports too, right? So the focus is different.
Yes. But I mean, it's just kind of weighing what you want over what you don't mind losing, what you can live without for a while or whatever.
Exactly.
So when you wash extensions, I read somewhere that like you obviously can't muss your hair like you normally would. So you kind of have to do circular motions
Yes.
up and down the weft area, right? Okay.
And then you're gonna want to go in between the wefts, kind of like to scrub them in between. Like you're not going in there like free for all anymore. Like you have to be delicate because you'll see once I do my foundation for you, you're gonna feel like there's a line that you're gonna have to follow.
Okay.
But just don't be rough with your hair.
Fair enough.
You gotta baby your hair. You gotta be delicate.
And
it's your prized possession.
So how often do you need to have them moved up, especially for this specific lift that we're doing?
So I kind of have a bit of a little regime with my extension clients.
Okay.
Especially for the first little bit. I do want to have you come back in at the 4-week mark.
Okay.
This will allow me to see how your hair is growing out, if we need to make any adjustments, if you're struggling with anything.
Okay.
Usually I try and keep the extensions as long as possible for the first little bit because I don't want to sit there and like cut it off and then you're like, oh, I want to long again, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So, but with the infinity wefts, you can do a move up every 5 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Afterwards, you wait another 5 to 6 weeks, and then you'll come in for a full removal and full reinstall. The reason why we do a removal at the 10-week mark is because you get a lot of natural shed that the beads hold on to.
Oh, okay.
And we need to make sure that there's enough density in the bead,
Okay.
because that's the foundation which the extension lays on.
Okay.
If there's not enough hair holding that foundation up, you can have slippage. It could lead to a whole bunch of issues. So we don't like to pass that 10-week mark just for the integrity of your hair.
That makes sense.
Usually at that time, if I'm noticing anything too, I'll make little adjustments. So I know for the first little bit, a lot of people have a hard time rinsing their hair out properly.
Okay.
Which I'll like give you a little tap on your hand and be like, hey, rinse better.
Yeah.
If you don't have the greatest pressure at home, do take that extra step of pinning your hair up and really grabbing your hose and rinsing at the base of your extensions, because you will get kind of build up in between those beads and it's pretty yucky.
Okay.
But I had one client that she wasn't rinsing properly and I showed her, and she made the adjustments that she needed to and she's been perfect ever since. So
Okay.
and the information that I do give out to a lot of my clients, I really emphasize that I'm not criticizing you. I'm just trying to look out for you, your hair.
Yeah.
Everything's a positive, hey, maybe you should try this, it'll help you a little bit better this way, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll be like, hey, you get a gold star, right?
Yeah. You've always been like that though. You've always given me little tips and tricks that I incorporate.
Well, and I feel like if I can do a good job at educating you as well, you're more informative, and then you can kind of make better decisions of where you want to go, what you're going to end up using with your hair care regime.
Yes. So last time you did my hair, you commented that it was a bit healthier. Is that still the case? Do you think it's still the case?
My hair has gotten really, really, really good. So I know you struggle mostly with your hair because you're on well water.
Yes.
Well water is so hard on the hair.
Yeah.
We've got you on a cleansing shampoo now, so that's been helping you out a lot. You're using Color Safe as well. We had you on the rescue pair for a little bit. That worked wonders on you. So a little bit of everything goes a long way. Just don't overuse products.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like a diet. The body just can't live off of one food group.
Right.
A little bit of everything goes a long way.
Yeah.
In moderation.
Of course. I like that. And since we stopped using the blonde highlights, that's been that.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing is your hair was great, but you always struggled with the tone change.
Yeah.
I do a lot of blondes, and I do tell a lot of my clients at some point we need to give your hair a little bit of that break, or just push out your appointments a little bit more. I think most people are noticing hair health has definitely been a big priority. It's really trending right now.
Yeah.
So just, yeah, kind of, this is where I like to set myself up and my clients on a good routine of like, okay, this is what we did today. I want to see you back in either 8, 9, 10, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And kind of have a plan in place. Like, okay, this is what we're doing today. This is what I'm going to want to do your next session. And if something's got to get done in multiple sessions, then you have an idea of where we're going, how much it's going to cost you, the maintenance, etc.
How long do extensions last? So we're putting in brand new hair today, brand new extensions. How long?
Ooh, I love that question.
Okay.
So Bellamy recommends anywhere between 9 to 12 months with good hair care.
Okay.
So if you're gonna be, heat styling your hair every day, washing your hair every day, buttoning it every day, you're not gonna get the longevity out of it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Get in a regime of, less is more, because you're wanting to protect your investment, right?
Yeah. I think you're supposed to sleep with your hair in braids when you have extensions.
Yes. Braids, or you can put your hair in a little bit of a bonnet, because you don't want to be sitting there running your head all the way through that pillow and having it all mat up on you, because
Gotcha.
when the hair starts to mat, then you're going to start having to problems.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So just 2 loose braids, good to go, and a silk pillowcase.
Oh, silk pillowcase is a must. When we are going in and installing our wefts, we always have to go in and put a foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bead either 2 or 3 rows, depending on how much hair we have. I might be able to get 3 rows out of it, but because your hair is long and full, I really want to continue that consistency of like all the way through and bring it as close as possible to your front.
Okay.
But I also go in and angle it, so when you do pull it back, it's hidden as well.
Okay.
So there's 2 sizes of beads. Because your hair is very thick and you got a lot of it, I can go in with my regular beads. I don't need to use the micro beads.
Okay.
So what I like to do is when I go in and start doing my sections, I'll clip that back and then start working and seeing if I were to pull it back, if I can see the comb. Now because you can see it, that's not enough hair left out in the front. So I figure my first row at the bottom is going to be about here. Just grab this piece, pull it up, can't see it. So I am going to leave all this out in the front because these are my pieces that I'm going to use to layer and face frame to blend in the extensions as well. And also when you pull your hair back, there's enough hair to hide the weft. So I like to section my front pieces out because it just gives me a good mapping of where I do not want to put anything else from. All right, about there is where your hair is. There we go. So this is where we're going to be working with putting your first row.
Okay.
And then after, I'm going to go about 2 fingers, if not a little bit more, up above your ears so that when it does grow out, it's not going to hang over your ears.
Oh, okay.
And as well as we want to be able to pull your hair up. Same thing with the comb. You want to have enough hair where you can hide the weft. But because these wefts are so fine, they're really, really easy to blend in. I like to spray the hair with a little bit of hairspray to really get rid of those little baby hairs, the little flyaways.
Mm-hmm.
Put little Velcros in there so it really helps control those last few little flyaways. When you put the bead up against the hair, it's gonna blend in and camouflage. So this is the espresso brown from Bellamy, and these are the 5 by 3 by 3 milliliter beads, the aluminum beads. So there's a silicone inside of them, so it's not damaging the hair. It's actually cushioning and protecting the hair when we clamp them in. So one thing that is really important when you are doing your foundation is to have clean sections, because you do not want crosshairs getting attached into your beads, because it'll put tension. And tension could lead to traction alopecia. So the last thing we want is for you to have bald spots, because if the crosshairs, the tension's too tight. How is this feeling in your head?
It feels fine. I don't even feel it.
Perfect. And that's another thing is, I remember when I first started, my biggest struggle was I put way too much tension.
Okay.
And I wanted it to be nice and firm, right?
Yeah.
You don't want it to fall out. There's that fine line between it being too firm and too loose.
Right.
Whereas I want it to feel, I don't want you to feel anything on your head.
Yes.
You still feel like you have it there, but there's enough like
If you
free play that it's settled. All right, so now that the foundation has been put in, we are going to go in, and we're going to start with our bottom row, and we're going to start lifting the beads up and out of the way, as we will be putting our weft underneath the bead to give us the hidden bead method. So I'm going to put the solid color at the bottom underneath, so that way when you do lift your hair up, you're not going to see a demarcation between your natural hair and, let's say, the lighter pieces that we have, because as you can see, we've got lots of dimension and tonality in there. We just have worked how many years to grow those bangs out? Not today. She likes to get a reaction out of me.
All my
gosh.
days work. Oh my gosh. I love it so much.
What's nice too is when you're going in, for someone who, let's say, does have damaged hair and they're like, oh my god, I still want to be blonde but can't necessarily,
Yeah.
you know, their hair can't handle it, you can use the extensions for it as well. And that's why I really wanted to go in and add a lot of tonality in your hair, lots of depth and dimension. You got the best of all the world, blonde and a little bit of red.
I love it so much. I don't think I've ever liked my hair this much. too. It feels so good. I actually want to cry. I love it so much.
Oh, yay! Well, let's get in there and let's give you some beach waves.
Let's do it.
And then you can really see all the dimension in there.
Let's do it. So it is actually the next day. We got out of the salon last night close to 8 o'clock. We still had a lot of things to do, and by the time we got home, my batteries were dead, my memory card was full, and I was just exhausted. So I figured I would close this video out today, but I did want to kind of come back in. I wanted to show you the care package that Michaela sent home, as well as just kind of share my overall thoughts on the experience. First of all, I am absolutely loving my hair. It's a little bit jarring at the moment just to look in the mirror and just see my hair so dark because it's never been this dark, but I am absolutely in love. I seriously did get emotional when she did the kind of final reveal and moved all of my hair forward so I could see it. I did not expect to get emotional. I didn't expect to have such strong feelings. It's just hair, but I definitely had some feelings. I just really, really love it, and I'm feeling really confident all of a sudden, so I'm really pleased with that. I love the length. I love the color. I love everything about it. As for how they feel, I can definitely feel that there's something there just because I'm not used to them, but it doesn't hurt. It kind of just feels like I have a clip in my hair, if anything. Like I said, it doesn't hurt or anything like that, and from what I understand, you get used to them and kind of stop noticing that feeling, so I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, it's not painful at all. I did learn so much today, and I hope you guys did too. I hope it was really informative. I do want to open this little care package with you because I thought that was so nice of her to also provide a package to all of her extension clients. So she did include a really nice silk scrunchie. I actually did wear this last night because I had to secure my hair in a ponytail, and I loved it. Normally when I get silk scrunchies, they just fall out of my hair as I sleep, but this one didn't, so I was happy about that. Then she has this boar bristle brush, which I have been using. It also does have detangling bristles in here too, so I love that. This is definitely going to be my new go-to. The handle is actually like a soft touch matte, which we know I absolutely love. There's also some little samples of the Bellamy hair products. There is a little shampoo here, a conditioner, and a mask. So I was excited to see that as well. There's also like a little hair cap. If I don't want to secure my hair, you can kind of looks like a really large shower cap, and I guess it's supposed to prevent any sort of tangles. And then she does just have some home care instructions, which I just think is so handy, so informative. I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm feeling really good about myself, about my hair. I just love everything. At this moment, I feel like it was very worth it because the feeling and the confidence, and I just feel great. So I'm really happy about it. And I had so much fun filming with Michaela. I do want to say a huge thank you to Michaela for filming with me all day. I want to say a huge thank you to my husband, who was actually our cameraman. Everything was so wonderful. We had such a fun day. It was such a fun experience. I'm absolutely in love with my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of coming with me to get my hair extensions. I hope you enjoyed getting to meet Michaela, who I can't say enough good things about. Let me know if you'd like me to, I guess, sort of vlog more of my hair appointments in the future. I can definitely do all of that, but let me know all of your thoughts down below. I love hearing from you guys so much. Let me know if there's any questions maybe we didn't quite answer. Maybe I can answer them for you in the comments, or ask Michaela next time I see her, which is in 4 weeks. But again, just leave me all of your comments down below. I love hearing from you guys so much. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload new videos every single week, usually about makeup, not always hair, but I did have a lot of fun with this one, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!